Hey folks, we are here with the star of several features and productions at PokerRoad.com, Joey Stapleton.
Someone's already laughing at that introduction.
Joe Stapes.
Three people laughed over there.
Great, man. That means I'm getting somewhere near an actual laugh, which is better than I normally do, so hopefully we can keep it up. It's random question time, which basically means, much like you and Two Jacks, I believe, we don't really care too much about what happens on that end. I just picked the wrong damn show, didn't I?
No, Two Jacks, you got it.
You look at me like I just...
No, not at all. I was just waiting to see where you're going with it.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
No, not at all.
That's all right. I'm confused. Arrow over this way. All right, so basically random questions, just hope to get to the bottom of really who you are and how you react to things to get to know it, because God knows everything else has been beaten into the hole about poker strategy, and everything else by the fine people surrounding me here backstage at the LAPC.
I couldn't agree more. There's not one thing I could say that's remotely interesting about poker that's never been said before. So.
And there we go. So what we're going to ask you is, do you feel more philosophically connected to Nietzsche or Machiavelli?
You know, I'd have to say Nietzsche. Machiavelli seems to be really adapted by a lot of gangsters and folks of that nature. I'm way more gangsters of that nature. Yeah, I'm a lot more on the Nietzsche side, I'd have to say. I'm a lot more, God's dead, so is poker, so is you know, what's alive, really.
That almost sounds like a nihilist, but good to go.
Close enough, better than Machiavelli, what can I say?
It works. Cows, friend or foe?
I love cows. I think cows are the sweetest, gentlest animals ever. They exist for only to feed us and clothe us, and they're really nice about it. So, yeah, big, huge fan of the cows.
That's a beautiful thing. If you had to live in the wilderness, like deep in the wilderness, no other human contact, where would you locate yourself?
Get out of the way.
Does a desert island count as a wilderness?
Yes. I think
I would have to say, as long as I can have no other human contact, you might as well get a tan.
Fair enough. If you could live the life of one cartoon character, what would it be?
Batman.
Batman?
Yeah. I guess it's kind of rough when you say cartoon character. You probably should eliminate comic book characters because it's so easy to pick a superhero.
You've had like 4 different cartoon series, so I think you can safely come.
If I had to pick an actual cartoon character, I'd have to go with Master Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, because he completely lives his life without a care for anyone but himself. And I think that would be awfully freeing.
Nice. Now here we're going to go on the altruistic side. If you could spend your life working with one charity without consequence, which would it be?
I would work with PETA in order to help them not be such fucking, can I say the F word? Such
yeah,
fucking
oh, you can
Nazis.
drop bombs. Baby.
Okay, I'm going to get with PETA. I'm going to tell them to relax a little bit. We can still do a lot of good. There's no reason to be such a-holes.
Fair enough. Okay, you're deported to a foreign country. You're kicked out of the United States. You must leave here. Okay? Where do you go?
Well, I'd say you go to Australia. It's like America, only better. Nicer, kinder, cooler accent. Winter is summer. Koalas are cute. It's a pretty easy choice.
Now, 15 years later, they say, oh, Jesus, it was a mistake. You can come back. Your citizenship is reinstated. Do you go back?
Yeah, I would have to say yes. I love America. It's got its issues, but you know, like most of our girlfriends, you know. They're not perfect. Sometimes, you know, sometimes they send you to war. But, you know, I don't know where I'm going with this.
It's okay.
America's okay.
I wander on, too. It's all right. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
Nothing clever about
it. If you had a NASCAR sponsor, who would it be? Court's very interested in this answer. We might have to get his off camera.
Court's like, oh my god, NASCAR question. I want that. I don't know, the only NASCAR sponsor... You know what? I want to be sponsored by cigarettes. William Morris, Winston, whoever. A lot of people are anti-smoking. I don't smoke. I've never tried it. But I love the fact that smoking exists. I love that people have the freedom to smoke. I love that... And if people who smoke and they love it, I'm like, good for you, sir. Good for you loving that cigarette. So yeah, I would absolutely want to be. I want to be the first guy who doesn't smoke, who's never smoked, and sponsored by a cigarette.
That would be good. All right, most influential person in your life?
Ever or at the moment?
Ever.
The most influential person I had in my life was I had an 8th grade history teacher named Mr. Dollard, who had all of these phrases that he just made up off the top of his head. Like, if someone got a 0, he would say he was hanging the bagel on them. Or if someone answered a question incorrectly, he would make them sit on a stack of notebooks and see if they could learn through osmosis through their ass. And just that guy who would he was the consummate gentleman, but also very sharp and funny at the same time. And I kind of liked his style. That he was kind of a badass, who was nice if you deserved it. So I kind of he's been pretty influential in my life. Also my dad, because he scares the shit out of me. So he kind of influences me to not fuck up.
Belt, hand, or other object during...
Oh, anything with arm's reach. Mostly just yelling.
Really?
Just yelling, yeah. That's why people, I do well in confrontational situations, because no one frightens me in the world except for my dad.
Fair enough. I think I sympathize with you. All right, how do you take your coffee?
Lots of cream, lots of sugar, like the wolf from Pulp Fiction. It's got to be yummy and delicious. I don't like black coffee. I basically hate coffee and just put as much cream and sugar in as possible.
Right. Now, are you a sports fan?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm a casual sports fan. I don't believe that sports should take over your life.
That's fair enough. We've got a few sports questions, and if you're not a sports fan, it just really kind of...
Yeah, I mean, I'm a casual, Yankee Giant fan, and, so when things are interesting, I'm kind of into it, but otherwise, I got better things to do with watch sports.
That's fair enough. Okay, you got a tube of toothpaste at home?
Yes.
Yeah, how do you squeeze it when you put it on your toothbrush?
From the top.
From the top?
Yeah. I live for today.
Hey, that works. All right, election time's coming up. Care to say who you're behind rooting for right now?
I'll say this. I don't particularly mind anyone who's front running right now. John McCain, if worse comes to worse and it's him, not that he is worse comes to worse, he's all right. And Barack Obama's all right, and he's got his issues, and as is Hillary Clinton. But I really can't say I would go out and light anything on fire if any of them won. So I'm actually very hopeful for any of the candidates.
Fair enough. All right. Where are the best poker players in the world from? This is your commentary after watching them for years and going to several different places.
Man, I gotta say the best poker players in the world are from Los Angeles. Well, the world's a good question, because I don't think we've really seen what the world has to offer for poker yet. Because who are the tall blondes who do
Scandinavian?
Yeah, the Scandies are pretty good. They're coming on pretty strong. North Carolina does have its history of some good poker players, but I just think that since it's so highly illegal in North Carolina, it's hard to figure out. A lot of them are in lockup, but. I gotta go with LA though. There's so many great poker players who come out of Los Angeles that just the style here is a little different from Vegas. Not like the difference between East Coast and West Coast, but Los Angeles. Some of the best poker players I've ever known are from LA.
All right. Scarier: beehive, dentist chair, tetanus needle, or spider web?
Spider web's a joke. The spider web's annoying. So it's just who cares? Tetanus needle never had an experience with. Don't think it's that big of a deal. Dentist chair versus beehive. I gotta go with beehive. I had so many childhood memories ruined by bees that I can't even, it's just like, it could just totally ruin it. You're having the best day ever and then a bee shows up and it's just the end of the fun. So I'm gonna go with the beehive.
All right. Strangest place you've ever woken up, and how did you get there?
I don't really have very many good stories like this. The only sort of strange place I woke up on a bathroom floor in Tijuana, but it was because I went to sleep on the bathroom floor in Tijuana. I literally woke up in the middle of the night and realized I was on the bathroom floor and realized how comfortable I was, and I just sort of grabbed the bath mat and curled up with it and slept and continued to sleep there. I was fully capable of getting up and going to bed, but I was like, no, I kind of like it here. So I rode out the rest of the night. One of the best night's sleep I ever had.
Beautiful thing. What is the most annoying youth trend at the moment? Goth, emo, or neo-deadheads?
Man, I'm getting old, I guess. I don't know what neo-deadheads are. Emo's pretty annoying because everyone has been taught that they're their own special little snowflake and that no one's pain is like theirs and blah, blah, blah. And, life's hard sometimes. People need to fucking get over it. Just suck it up. Everyone's childhood sucks.
Yeah.
There's no reason to paint your nails. I mean, if you like it, that's fine, but, I don't care about what pain you went through unless I ask you.
All right. Now, rank the Poker Road cast from, we'll just only do 5 names, okay? 1 to 5 on the order that you could kick their ass in a fight. 1 being the easiest, 5 being the hardest.
Amanda Leatherman, Joe Seabach, let's Let's see who else is on the. Then it goes tough. Yeah, it gets tough after that. I'm gonna go next Huff, then Gavin, and then Geralbus. Something about Geralbus scares me. Like I feel like he can Kyun, like from Dark City. Like someone just programmed him how to like be a complete ninja. Like he just had an injection one day, and now he can snap people's necks at will. So he's the one I'm least likely to get into it with.
If there's a movie that exists that is a theme for your life, which one is it?
Oh man. Any horrible romantic comedy where ridiculous things happen that you go, no, that would never happen to anyone, like a squirrel attacking a guy or falling out of a boat because he thought you said you go faster and you're actually saying you bastard. Any of those silly romantic comedies, just stuff like that happens to me all the time. That if I saw it in a movie, I'd be like, this movie sucks, this never happens to anyone, this is the worst written piece of shit ever, and then things like that happen.
Well folks, that's Joey Stapleton. This was Random Questions, and that's all we've got for today.
Cool.
Alright.
Thank you.